Palumbo with another RX Muscle rant brought to you by Redcon One. Visit redcon1.com. Today, I'm pissed off. You know, the last couple of rants have been kind of educational in a sense and actually brought something to the table in terms of information and knowledge. Today is really just going to be me bitching and complaining because I'm a little just annoyed. And I know this happens probably with a lot of other companies, not just my company, but I have a lot of very loyal customers overseas in other countries. We call them international, okay? So we have two different types of orders when we order, whether it be my Species Nutrition, whether Aaron has Redcon One, whether I have my DavePalumbo.com products. We ship either domestically, which means within the United States, or we ship out of the United States, which means international. And when we ship international, I have a policy on my website that basically says I do not guarantee shipment internationally. Why do I put that there? Not because I don't want my great customers to get all their products that they want. It's because each country has its own kooky, crazy codes and regulations and customs and duties, and I don't want to be responsible for that. So if, for instance, a country decides they don't want to let a product in because they're having a bad day in customs, I'm not responsible for that. And so the customer understands that when they purchase the products from me because I have it right on the website. And I do this purposely because I want people to understand, hey, look, 90% of the time, we don't have a problem, but sometimes there is a problem. I sent products to Pakistan before. It took 4 months before it got out of customs, and it actually made it to the person who ordered it, believe it or not. Sometimes they come back, but they actually made it, but it just took 4 months, and I can't control these things. So when I have people emailing me, okay, from Ireland, telling me that it's my fault that the fiber product or the kidney stuff product that I sent over there didn't get in and got rejected by the customs agents over there, it's not my fault. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear bitching and complaining. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I want everyone to get all the products that I send out. Just like I said, Aaron wants everyone to get his products that he ships out, and the guy who owns Ronnie Coleman's Signature Series, our good friend Ronnie Coleman, and Brendan wants everyone to get their products when they ship them out, but it just doesn't happen sometimes. Hey, I've shipped products and they've tried to charge a duty on the products that was 5 times more than the product cost. What are you gonna do? Now, Ireland gives you the option. They're like, we'll send it back to you, but you gotta pay the shipping. So I'm not gonna pay $160 shipping to receive back a product that's not worth that much money. So once again, I'm sorry when things don't make it through the individual countries' customs, whether it be the UK is a big pain in the ass. They get the worst customs. You would think, you know, England, US, we're friends and allies and everything should be easy. No, it's the hardest. The second hardest is Canada. And they're our neighbors to the north. You think they would be easy too, right? Nope, they don't want to let anything in. I send stuff to Dubai, no problem. I send stuff to India, no problem. But you know what? I send stuff to the UK and it gets taxed like crazy. I think it goes back to the old days in the Revolutionary War times when they were taxing tea into the US. I think now they're doing it back to us because now we're sending stuff over there and they're taxing it on the way in. I don't know. I'm sorry. Once again, I know what I try to do for my international guys is sometimes I give you better deals if you buy larger quantities so that it kind of offsets a little of the duties that get charged. But when a country flat out rejects something that we send, you know, it's not our fault. I mean, I don't know what the rules are over there. You guys have to know these rules, and a lot of times they make up the rules as it occurs. But it's annoying when people start threatening us and bitching and complaining when it's not our fault. Look, don't order the products. I want everyone to get everything that they want, but sometimes things just don't go through. And you know what, it bothers me because I want everyone to get what they're supposed to, but stop freaking annoying me if it doesn't go through. There's nothing I can do about it. I have a policy. I know Aaron probably has the same policy. We can't guarantee delivery internationally because of the unknown variables. Now, having said all that, I do want to thank people for everything, all the support of the product line. I love the fact that we have distributors in other countries. We have Australia, we have Predator over there in the UK. We have John Enrico Pica in Italy. And you know, they're super supportive. And the distributors tend to have less problems because they do things, you know, they fill out all the paperwork. So the customs knows what's coming in, and we send all the certificates analysis ahead of time. But when people order, one product, it's a crapshoot. That's why a lot of times it's better if you order through your distributor. Now, if it's a product from DavePalumbo.com that's kind of unique, sometimes, once again, you're taking, I hate to use the term rolling the dice, but you're basically rolling the dice because you don't know if it's going to get in. Like I said, I can give you, statistically speaking, this many times out of this many times it gets in. Sometimes, it won't. I'll tell the guys in the UK, look, I know it's probably going to get in, but you're going to pay a duty on it. And they all know that already. They know. And that's why a lot of times they'll buy larger amounts from me so we can, once again, offset the price. But look, I don't want to bitch and complain, but I'm bitching and complaining because I only have so many hours in a day to deal with all the craziness that goes on between recording for RxMuscle, doing species stuff, answering my Dave Palumbo, client questions, taking care of my snakes, my 2 kids now, the house, So sometimes I'm up to 2:30 in the morning saying, what the fuck am I going to do next? I don't know what to do first to try to get everything done. And, like my father always says, you should only be so lucky as to be so busy during the day that you don't know what to do first. He goes, because it's better than not having anything to do. And I agree with him. Sometimes, being bored out of your mind leads to death. Keeping busy sometimes will keep you alive a lot longer because you have a lot more to do. And I believe that we all create our entrance and exit out of this world. So I got plenty to do. I should be here for a very long time annoying you with these RxMuscle rants. Dave Palumbo with another RxMuscle rant brought to you by Redcon 1. We'll see you next week.
Don't you hate when your protein powder doesn't mix properly? Redcon 1's 100% whey isolate, isotope, tastes great, is the absolute highest quality, and of course, mixes well. No shaking required.